Hi, hello. So lately, I have been going into the office a lot. As you might know, this is not my full-time job here on YouTube. So going into the office, I am wearing very neutral makeup, okay? A lot of times I am not even wearing any eye makeup at all. Maybe a little bit of mascara, maybe a little light lip gloss because I do work in a quite conservative office. What this means is that I have been craving a bold, aggressive eye look for a while now, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to be doing this in the format of another one of my no brand tutorials. So what I do through these is I have a look usually that I'm inspired by, and I will try to recreate that look, but I'm not going to tell you what brands I'm using or what specific products I'm using. Like obviously I am using eyeshadow or I'm using mascara or things like that. But I'm not going to tell you what brand I'm using, and the reason for that is because I want you to look within your own collection and see what you can do. If you want to recreate this look, do it with what you already have. I don't want you to feel the need to constantly buy whatever is new out there because let's be honest, guys, times are a little bit difficult right now, so we should be using what we have and loving what we have. Now, I always do put what I've used in the description box down below, but I want to encourage you to not even look at that if you feel like you don't need to. You could look at this look and be like, I know that I have an eyeshadow in that color. That means you don't necessarily need the one that I am using. So try to use what's in your own collection first. If you look at this look and you go, you know what, I don't have that color at all, then go ahead and take a look. But try to use what you have. So let me tell you about the look I'm going to be doing today. The first thing that came to mind that I really wanted to do was a very dark, smoky black eye with lots of sparkle and then a very nude lip. That was the idea that I knew I wanted to do. That when I sat down here, I was like, that's what I'm doing. And then I doom scrolled on my phone and I saw this beauty on my Instagram feed, okay? Now, it doesn't even say who this creator is, and I kept looking and I cannot figure it out. So if you know, please tell me who they are in the comments down below. But they were advertising compression socks for this company, and it looks like they are on that website often or on that Instagram page often. So maybe they are the owner of this compression sock company. Either way, this gorgeous black and red look has my soul. So I wasn't sure which one I wanted to do. So I texted my friend Betty Jean and I told her like, hey, these are the things I'm thinking of. I really like the idea of a glittery black eye, but I also love this black and red look. And she's like, well, who's to say that you can't do the black and red, but have the eye be glittery? And I was like, say less. So that is what I am attempting today. I'm going to start with bare skin because I know that black and red can be just very messy. So first thing I want to do is prime. Today I am using a sort of more liquidy primer. Sometimes I will use a primer that's a bit more waxy in like a crayon form, or one that is, a bit more of a straight up liquid form, like a liquid eyeshadow. But today I'm just using more traditional eye primer. This really will just help the eyeshadow stick, but it also kind of just evens out the tone of the eye a little. I can't decide whether I want to do the black first or the red first. I think I'm going to do the black first. Usually I like to do my crease first, but let's go ahead and do the black. Am I going to regret not having a black eyeshadow base on the lid? I think I am. Okay, for the base just on the eyelid, I am going to use this black kind of liquidy shadow. And I'm not going to apply too much of it. I just really want this to set the base, and especially right at the line where my eyelashes are, so that way there's not a whole lot of gaps. This does not need to be incredibly neat, but this, oh, it doesn't need to be that messy either, but this will just help that black to really pop. Nothing says holidays like black eyeshadow. I cannot stress to you enough though, guys, about how neutral my makeup has been lately because it is close to the holidays. I have been going into the office a lot more, which sounds counterproductive in a way because I feel like during the holidays is when people go into the office less, but due to my role, I have been going in more and I have just been wearing the most neutral makeup, and I was like craving something that is the opposite of neutral. So this should do it. Again, this doesn't need to be perfectly neat. I'm just blending, and I don't even care if it's like slightly patchy as it gets towards the crease. It's more just about having that darker eyelid for the black to sit on top of. So I hope I'm not screwing myself here, but because I want to have a sparkly lid, I want to go in with a stickier primer that'll help the glitter to stick to. So kind of going in with my third primer. I'm going to do one at a time, one eye at a time. And I'm doing a very light layer because I don't want it to pick up the black underneath or that like hardcore base. So I just patted it very gently which sparkly, I have several palettes in front of me. I'm trying to figure out which sparkly black I want to go to. I think I'm going to try this one. So it's hard to see. This is like a charcoal silver black. Is that black enough? You know what? I lied. Ooh, I lied. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go in with a matte black. I'm going to go in with a matte black. This is just a plain matte black. This will probably be messy. I'll tap off the extra, but again, I'm not too worried about how messy this is because, see, yeah, I mean, I got a lot of fallout. This is why I'm doing my face makeup last, because with a look like this, it's going to get messy. So I will say this is a particularly good matte black, but I guarantee you have a good matte black in your collection already. So comment down below. Tell me what your favorite matte black eyeshadow is. I know we're not talking about brands, but tell me what brand in that case, because I'm always curious. I have several that are like go-tos. And I'll admit the one I'm using right now is one I totally forgot how much I like as a matte black. I feel like the quality is just really good. But there's so many good quality matte blacks out there. Oh, but damn, that's a lot of fallout. Instant fallout. Wow. And again, with any black, if you're doing like, oh my God, this looks crazy. With any black, just make sure you're really pressing it in, especially at that lash line, because that's where I feel like a lot of it, when it pokes through, looks not great. Speaking of not great, guys, I'm going to have to clean this up immediately and we will keep going. Wow, that was the fallout. Wow. Okay. But honestly, like I feel a little bit better. I feel like I'll be able to see the look. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to not put on a glitter base because since we already have this in here, I don't want to mess it up too bad. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go in with this kind of, okay, again, it's this charcoal silvery gray and it's hard to see on camera. Let's see if I can show you. Hold on. Turning the lighting all the way down, but let's see if you can tell. In there are so many multicolored sparkles. It is just such a reflective, sparkly black, but any sparkly black you have will do, or if you don't, you can just put regular like glitter on top of your matte black. So again, the whole point is to use what you have, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a little bit of this. Like, I don't know if you can tell that that's actually less. And I'm just going to try to pat this on top because I want those sparkles, but I just felt it go all over my cheek. I want these sparkles, but I don't want the color to switch to like gray. You know what I mean? I want it to stay black, and I think we're accomplishing that. Again, I'm aware this is a mess. Trust the process. I think that's doing what I need it to do because we're getting that good sparkle in, but it's not turning charcoal. It's not turning like a mercury silver gray color. We are still keeping that beautiful black, but just sparkly. And I'm just going to kind of keep cleaning this up as I'm going along because sometimes I notice like I have trouble like seeing the forest for the trees kind of thing because I need to be able to actually see the look. But so far, I think that's so pretty. I love that sparkle. Okay, for the red, I'm going to take this slowly. So I am going to have a matte red crease, and I do want it to be kind of blown out, but it is going to mix a little bit with that black. So I'm going in with just a beautiful matte red. Again, there are lots of brands that make gorgeous matte reds, so see what you have before getting something new. This is a matte red I really like. Again, tell me in the comments down below. And by the way, it's getting on the lid. We will touch that up. But tell me, what is your favorite matte red? Because there's so many brands out there that make a great one. So I want people to know that you don't have to have this one. There are so many out there. Ooh, I feel like I want to do something today I haven't done in a long time. And I feel like I kind of want a stark white highlight at the top. I feel like that might look kind of bomb. It's surprising to me that with this red, I'm not having as much fallout. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do a stark white highlight. You know what's kind of interesting to me is I was just talking about how there are so many good matte blacks out there. So many good matte reds out there. I just had a hard time in my own collection finding a stark white, like a matte white. That's kind of crazy. I found one, and I know it's one I like, but that's one I thought would be easier to find. But anyway, what I'm doing is I'm putting this around the outer edge, hoping that it's going to help that to blend, and it also like almost gives it like that little bit of a gradient into a borderline pink, but oh man, I like the way that looks. And I like to put extra right under my brow bone to kind of lift it. Yep. So I'm going to go in with a bit more of that kind of sparkly black just to kind of clean this up and have the focus right here on the lid. So something else I'm going to do, I am going to take this color that I have that is kind of a sparkly white, just it's got like the tiniest bit of shimmer, And that's going to go right here under the brow bone, just for like that extra kick. Oh, that has a blue tinge to it. Not sure how I feel about that, but it just gives that little extra shine. Oh, it's weird because in the pan it looks like it has a pink tinge, but I kind of don't mind it. It just helps to pull it up even more. Ooh, okay. So I think what I want to do next is I do want to do foundation and concealer before I finish up under the eyes with eyeshadow. And I just want to go in very carefully with that eyeshadow to be able to like not get a ton of fallout. But at the same time, I just feel like I need kind of that clean slate. So what I'm going to be doing, first I need to clean my palette. So you guys probably know that I am not a fan of full coverage foundation. So what I'm going to be doing is mixing a lighter coverage foundation with a liquid highlighter because I really want my skin to be glowing today. And I'm gonna just, oh, look at that. I've got a whole bunch of like fallout right here. How did that happen? Oh, like my intent is not for this to cover up everything. I actually am somebody who likes my freckles to show and all of that goodness. So I'm going to blend this in and I hope we get kind of a lovely glow. All right, I'm going to do a bit of a brightening concealer. So right now I do have this beautiful glow, which was my goal. And I don't want to take that down too much, but I do want to go ahead and just powder some of the areas that I want to make sure stay set. Didn't lose that glow. So I don't always do this, but I want to take a cream contour and I'm just going to use a very little bit of it just in the top hollows my cheekbones. It just gives like the lightest touch of definition without being too Kim Kardashian. For bronzer, I just want to use a matte powder bronzer today. Nothing too dramatic. I just want it to put a little bit of color, but not take away, again, that beautiful glow we have going on. Don't you like how all YouTubers say we? Like, oh my God, we are glowing. We have fallout on our cheeks. We are crazy because we are sitting in a room by ourselves talking to a piece of machinery. All right, I'm pretty happy with that so far. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with the brush that had the black on it. I'm going to try to first use no other product. I'm just going to use whatever's on the brush and press that directly below the eyes. Now, in our inspiration pic, just to remind you, she does have this kind of like fancy under eye thing going with lots of sharp lines and things like that. But guys, if I'm being honest, I do have enough lines and creases and folds under my eyes that something like that just usually doesn't work on me. And I know I could modify it, but I just want to keep it simple, having that bit of smoke. So I'm even going to take the brush that had the red on it and just kind of go right under that. I'm not taking it too low, but it just kind of helps to bring it all together. All right, I'm just going in with a regular pencil liner and lining my upper and lower waterline. I can't decide what color blush I want to do with this look. I mean, let me see what our inspiration picture is wearing, but I feel like I don't want to go too brown, but also maybe not too red. I don't know. And I'm sure this look would be bomb with some huge fake lashes, but that's just not my journey today. This is definitely scratching that itch though for bold eyes. Like, oh my God, this would look so good with a nude lip too, but I think I'm gonna do pink. Anyway, so interestingly, I don't think our inspiration is wearing any blush. She looks like she has a little bit of bronzer on her nose, which, okay, we don't have to copy it, but I do want to wear some blush. Let's see. I feel like, and this might be a bold choice, I'm going with a blush that definitely has some red to it, but if you do it lightly, it shouldn't be too red and should just kind of help to balance out the look. I dipped once into the pan, and actually I can even take this down a bit, and I'm going to. Actually, I think that looks really nice. It's so funny because with this blush, I have a shot before this that you obviously didn't see where I held it up and I'm like, we're going to use this blush. And I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. For the lip, I am feeling super inspired. Like, again, a super nude lip would look gorgeous with this, but I am feeling super inspired by the inspiration picture where it's kind of like a darker, almost red lip line, like a brown red with a more nude color on the center. Let's try it. Okay, so again, I'm starting with a brown red lip liner, and I'm gonna have to do this part off camera because if I were to even hold this up on screen, you would know what brand it is, but a brown red lip liner of your choice. I hope this isn't gonna be bolder than I want it to be, but I think once we add the nude, it'll be good, but I also filled in the outer corners just a bit and patted it out with my finger. Next, I'm going to go in with a very nude pink lip. This is a matte color, but I'm hoping that once I kind of tap it out with this lip liner, that it'll give the vibe I'm looking for. Again, I don't think, let me see. Yeah, I can't hold this up to the screen because you will know what brand it is, but let's do this. And here is our final look, guys. This is anything but a nude look. This is anything but neutral. I love it. It's funny because I was like unsure about how I feel about the lips, but I think I really like them. I think I really like them. And I'm actually kind of happy that for me, this only took 2 lip products. And the reason that I am saying that is because I feel like lately I'm seeing so many things on Instagram and YouTube where somebody's using 10 different lip products to get one lip look. And I'm always in my head going, okay, well then I need this and this and this and this and this to get that look. Whereas I just created a look I feel like is pretty multi-dimensional with 2 products, with a lip liner and a lipstick. So see what you have in your collection before buying new stuff. Please, please just check your collection. But anyway, let me know what you think of this look. Leave your comments down below letting me know what you think, but also, again, letting me know your favorite matte black and your favorite matte red eyeshadows. Again, if you would like to know which products I used in this, everything's going to be linked for you in the description box down below, but use what you have. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I love making these kind of videos, helping us all, including myself, to be reminded that we don't always need to be buying new stuff. And I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please take a second, give this video a thumbs up. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you guys are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.